Hi there. In this video we are going to install and review a Starlight WMV-510D washing machine. At this point in time this thing was delivered and I need to unbox it, basically rip all the things around it and obviously remove the brackets that hold the rotation device in place. How is that thing actually called on a washing machine? A drum? I think it's a drum. So we have four locks for the drum for transporting, and we need to remove them obviously. So I'm going to do that off video in a moment. Got the first of these things out. As you can see, that is where it actually latches onto the plastic drum itself, and I just used this stupid thing. It works good enough, and I have 3 more to do. And remember, for water you don't have a hose included, so you need to buy that yourself. So yeah, let me get this out. Sorry, my bad, it seems this thing is actually included, but it was in the front of this basically in here, so I didn't see it initially, but it's included, which is great. Now we have these 4 things out. You can see them right there, but we still need to get something from underneath it, so we need to tilt it and remove that thing. So do not start it until you remove all of this, and then we put 4 caps in the holes on the back of this thing, something like this today, maybe something like that. So let me do that and then remove the thing from underneath it. Okay, so as you can see, we removed the initial big piece from under this thing, which was somewhere around here. But do we still have something else to remove? I don't see it, because the manual is a bit weird about this, so I'm going to check it again in a moment. Okay, so this is what I was searching for. I already removed that I showed you, but I was searching for this. But why is it a question mark next to it? Is this actually one of these things without the plastic? What did they try to show us here? If you cannot remove that thing, use this to yank it out somehow. What? This is really dumb. Anyway, the drum itself seems to be moving freely now, so I don't think there's anything in there. And if it were, they would have put the number, so they would have said 1 piece or something. So I have no clue what's up with that, honestly. Okay, I gave up. I have no idea what they are trying to say in there, but the whole drum assembly is moving absolutely freely, so there's nothing in there holding it in place anymore, and all seems a-okay. So let's put this thing back in place, or actually for the first time in place anyway. Connected the old water hose in place from the old washing machine, because it's still working and I don't need to change it. And next, let me connect this thingy, the dirty water output. Connected that in here. This end is rubber, and weirdly enough it perfectly matches the inside of this pipe, so it stays in place exactly as it should. Something else was inside this, which is the fluid detergent or liquid detergent level indicator. It shows you how much you put in this thing, but if you are using powder detergent, you don't use it. Hello, daughter. And here is for conditioner. Wow. Or stuff like that basically, and this is for pre-wash, but they don't recommend you to use pre-wash, only for really dirty clothes. So let me see what we can do next. Remove this thing right here. Let me see. Even my daughter likes this. Voila. So let's give this thing a dry run, or a wet run with some detergent and no clothes in it, to clean all the debris from the manufacturing. Just wanted to mention, under this plastic lid you basically have the filter for the output. It protects the output water pump, and yeah, you undo this and clean the filter. I just wanted to see how it looks under this, so this is why I got it out. You pull from this end to get it out, and then in theory it just looks like this in place. Okay, these were in this bag also, a bit confusing honestly. So here we have D and here we have A++. Yeah, I don't know, this thing can wash 5 kilos with 41 liters of water in theory. It has C rating for evacuating the water from the clothes. I cannot, for the sake of me, find the perfect word for that now, or the correct at least word for that now. Spin cycle, I don't know. Anyway, and it creates 76 decibels while draining the water from your clothes. In normal washing, 58 decibels. This is a bit weird why there are two of these with different values. Maybe they are at different times during the process. I don't know, the washing process, who knows. Okay, so for first wash they recommend you put about half of this, fill it about a half with detergent, obviously close it, set it to cotton. As you can see, it's powering on. Then you select the temperature from here. In theory they tell you to set it to 90, but how can I set it to 90? They tell you to use 90 cotton. I don't have 90 degrees cotton anywhere. So yeah, that's a bit weird. I guess that's the max, 60 degrees. I will search in a moment for a program that allows me to go to 90 degrees. Okay, so I don't get it. Let me turn this thing off. It was like it was somehow blocked for a moment, or something didn't happen right. Yes, you can turn this in both ways. Let's turn it off and then on again, and it will allow you to see the default temperature, and you set from here your desired temperature in degrees Celsius. So we go to what they were, sorry, my daughters are near me. We'll go to what they say in the manual, 90 degrees, spin, doesn't really matter. So this is 1000 RPM, 800, 600, 400 and nothing. We will leave it at 1000, doesn't really matter, no delay. Yes, you have child lock if you press both of these things at the same time, and you have start pause. So in theory we have detergent, we have set this to what they say. Go planet, I think. Yep, little daughter helping me, and I heard a click and it's starting to put water in this thing. So this should be locked. Yes, it's locked at the moment. We can hear water going in, and let me use the child lock. Child lock. So now my daughters can play with the buttons, nothing will happen. Exactly what we need. I wonder what happens if they rotate this thing. So if you go to off, it will actually shut it off, or will it? Let me look at this. If I go to off, yes, so it does shut it off even if it's on child lock. So I hope my daughters don't learn that. But let me see if it will change the program. No. So the only thing that's actually working is the off, because this thing doesn't have a separate off button, it only has this position, so that still works. Again, hope my daughters won't learn that, but the rest of the buttons not doing anything. Because little fingers are already playing with this. Okay, so let's let this thing do its first wash. And you might be wondering, why did I buy this thing? We need it for this particular location. A really cheap washing machine, basic, doesn't need to know anything else than to wash some clothes and do a spin cycle, 1000 rpm, good enough, and that's about it. And this one was the cheapest with good reviews, so basically we got it, and now let it do its thing and get back to you after a few days of use or weeks or whatever. Just wanted to add, this has, oh, I was used to the other one that we have, the expensive one, that it actually has a second glass in here, so you don't put your hand in here when it's at 90 degrees to burn yourself. Anyway, this one doesn't have it. That's a bit weird for me. So it has a detection system that knows when you have few clothes in it, so it will go to a shorter program automatically. You don't have a button to tell it half load or something like that. So it will basically weigh the clothes by itself and decide if it goes to full program or a shorter program. So that's that. Let it wash now and clean itself first before cleaning clothes. And yes, during this stage I don't consider it noisy at all. It's just normal washing machine noise that we are all used to. Something else that I forgot to add, you should obviously adjust the fit on this thing before starting it, but in this particular location it seems it fits directly like it is from the factory, so I guess that's good. This thing is being used in this particular location for a good while now, and honestly I can tell you for a fact this is washing just as good as the really expensive one that it replaced. It has child lock, which is a really important feature for us at the moment being parents, and it doesn't have any bells and whistles. It just washes clothes, and it does it in a good way, not a lot of noise, not more noise than hello baby than the other one was making. So if we wouldn't be all tech oriented like we are in these times, a washing machine like this, as long, yeah, you are helping me make the video, as long as it doesn't break in less than 5 years, I know, or something like that, this thing is more than enough for the house, honestly. So I think I don't know, we are putting more technology on some things that don't actually need to have it. Just doing a spin cycle, for me this is quiet enough. And the other baby just came in here, awesome. So child protection, thank you, child block. Yeah, and it has a safety switch. If by chance you rotate it exactly in the off position, it will actually go off, so you can stop it instantly even with child protection. They do spin this around, but never in the off position, luckily. Yeah, I know. So if you need to buy this cheap thing for a location where you don't need to have all the bells and whistles, you just need it to wash clothes, I honestly highly recommend it. At least for the moment, zero issues with it whatsoever. You can clearly ask me in the comments over time if this thing is still working, and I will do my best to answer. So that's about that. Child protection, child lock being tested to its fullest at the moment. And yeah, if they rotate this, it will not change the program. Once it has started, it's not doing anything. So Yeah, only on the off position. I don't want that thing to go. That's about it. Hope this video helps somebody out there make a decision about this thing. Yes, at full speed you do hear it. I'm not pretending you are not hearing it. Yes, you do hear it, but it's motor noise. It's simple as that, and honestly I don't care. It's washing, and for this location it's going to be more than enough. So that's about it once again, and thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.